Yo, what's good, guys? I gotta say something. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of pissed off right now. Before I start my review, I gotta get something off my chest. While I was sitting in the movie theater watching the god-awful movie, which is Dragon Ball Superhero, I'm getting notifications and I'm seeing some of you guys commenting on my last video. You guys think y'all know some shit, huh? So I gotta pull this picture back out. Let me explain a few things to you morons. Shut the up, alright? Remember, I said in that exact same video, if you don't show proof, these guys are gonna call you a hater. And even when you do show proof, they still call you a hater. And no, the movie wasn't fire. This other idiot, he types this paragraph. The problem with what he's saying is that he's taking my title literally. I'm not saying Goten and Trunks didn't age. That's what the title says, yes. But it wasn't meant for you to take it literally. Yes, they gotten taller. Yes, they gotten older. What I meant was that they didn't develop. They still see them as the same Goten and Trunks when they was in the Buu saga. Now say that I'm wrong. They made jokes as Gotens in this movie. All they did was use them as fusion in this movie. If anything, they regressed their character. They didn't develop these two at all. They didn't see these two as two characters who could have been out there fighting, holding their own or some shit. They didn't even try to go Super Saiyan in this goddamn movie. At least in the Buu saga, they actually transform. And I promise you, fanboy, you can't even tell me if they can even use Super Saiyan or not. You don't know. I don't know. Watching this movie, you don't know if they can use Super Saiyan or not. They don't tell you. They don't tell you anything in this movie. I'm getting tired of you fanboy. This is why I bring out this meme. And for all you guys that don't know, this is why I shit on these fanboys. I don't do it because they like Dragon Ball Super. I could care less if you like Dragon Ball Super. It's because they make excuses for this shit, even when you prove that it's fucking stupid. They still want to make excuses for it. And even after this video come out and I show proof that this movie is garbage, they still gonna make excuses for it. They don't care about getting a better series. They don't care about anything Dragon Ball. All they care about is seeing power levels and people blowing each other up. All the colors flashing across the screen. That's all they care about. I actually like the story of Dragon Ball. Yes, Dragon Ball had a story to it. Whether you can see it or not, it was there. And a lot of people actually like the story of Dragon Ball. We just wasn't just there for the fights like you morons. Dumbass bitches. Now that I got that out of the way, it's time for me to move on to my review of Dragon Ball Superhero. Alright, you guys, so while I was in the movie theaters, I actually took notes, and I'm going to be covering this whole movie from start to finish. Right now, I just want to talk about the overall plot of this movie. So, we are led to believe that the Red Ribbon Army is back. Why they are back? We don't know. I swear to you guys. Maybe I missed it, or maybe I wasn't really paying attention, but I don't know why the Red Ribbon Army is back. I don't think it was ever explained. Now, we're introduced into the character called the Commander. He had a name, I think. I can't really remember because I wasn't really paying attention. Honestly, I just fucking zoned out. I didn't really care what his name was, or the other guy, Dr. Hito, or whatever his name was. We are introduced to him, and he's supposed to be Dr. Gero's grandson, which is just bullshit. These two don't even fucking look anything alike. Like, what the fuck? But the Commander leads Dr. Hito on to believe that Gohan and all these other guys are like bad guys. And they are all in a secret organization trying to do jack fuck knows what. I don't know. But they are the bad guys and they need to be taken out, right? So Dr. Hito is the one who created these two androids, Gamma 1 and 2. And one of the two went to go and attack Piccolo to test his powers, I guess. And I had a lot of problem with this scene. It's not the fact that he beat Piccolo. I didn't really care. It's the fact that he was so dumb to allow Piccolo to not even just survive, but he allowed Piccolo to follow him back to his base. Now, you guys got to remember, this was something that they did in the Cell Saga with Dr. Gero. Remember how he stealth mode all the way back to his laboratory? And this is something that these androids are just incapable of fucking doing. They're just fucking dumb. I just have to say it, that these androids are just dumb. But anyways, Piccolo ends up infiltrating the Red Ribbon Army's base, and he did not get caught. I don't know how. Like, they had more security when Goku was a fucking kid than they do now. I don't know. It was fucking stupid. I didn't like that Piccolo was able to infiltrate and no one knew a goddamn thing. But after this, they take us over to Beerus's planet where Goku, Vegeta, and Broly are all training at. And my God, I think this is when the movie was at its worst. Beerus looks at the green bitch, and you know what he does? He falls in love. Beerus, the god of destruction. You know, the dude that I once took serious. The dude that smacked Bulma. Goku and Vegeta has a little conversation, and apparently Goku doesn't understand that you don't have to train to get stronger, which is something that he explained to Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z. So I'm a little bit confused at this point.
You're missing the point. It's not about powering up. The point is that they won't have to power up when they fight. They can use all the energy it would take to transform to increase their stamina, and then only go higher if they need to. Darn, it's so ingenious.
You guys just showing y'all ass that y'all really don't care. Oh yeah, and you remember how I said that Broly was a bitch in my last video? Yeah, remember that the green bitch is supposed to be Broly's love interest. Beerus is over here hitting on her, and he's doing nothing. And like I said in my other video, that's the problem with this Broly. He just sits there. We don't know if he likes anything. We don't know if he likes this girl. We don't know if he actually really care about his fucking dad. He don't really show any of his emotions. All we really knew is that he had a pet. I don't see how this can be a better Broly than the legendary Super Saiyan. Can anybody tell me what this Broly actually wants? Does he really want to be a fighter? We don't know. Can they show us that he actually cares about this girl? Beerus is over here flirting with her. I'm exaggerating it a little bit, but he's not hiding the fact that he likes her, and Broly doesn't care. How do you even get invested into this Broly character? You know what's crazy is that they literally talk about Tanjiro's sister not being a real character, but give a pass to this Broly. This guy won't say a word. Whatever, bro. I forgot to mention that Boo is still asleep in this movie. This motherfucker been asleep since the Tournament of fucking Power. Piccolo learns about Cell Max, and he's trying to get a hold of everybody. No one's answered their phone, so he comes up with the idea of going to Dende to unlock his potential, right? He wants Dende to do what the Grand Elder did to Gohan and Krillin. How did he know that happened to them? I'm not sure. But Dende comes up with the idea that he can just upgrade the fucking dragon. And I put my hand on my head and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Think about this shit. Dragon Ball Super is not canon to Dragon Ball Z at all in any fucking way. They upgraded the fucking dragon. I'm like, yo, if this was a fucking thing in Dragon Ball Z, don't you think that could have came in handy, Dende? You fucking moron. And let me go back a little bit. I skipped over the part why Dende couldn't unlock Piccolo's potential. This was the response that he gave Piccolo to why he couldn't do it. He said because you only get that ability at a certain age. I'm actually lost for words. So are you telling me Kami had the ability to do this? He was old as hell. Kami did not unlock anybody's potential, even though he was sitting up there worried about people dying during the Saiyan saga. He could have did it during that 3-year period right before the androids came, before he fused with Piccolo. You don't think stuff like that can come in handy? And this is why I say, if you want to enjoy a Dragon Ball Super movie or the anime, you have to erase everything you know about Dragon Ball Z. You have to. There's no way you can sit here and watch this and not be confused by what you're going to see. So now let's go a little bit further after this point. Dende tells Piccolo that now the dragon grants 3 wishes because he upgraded it or something like that. I wrote down when. When the fuck was it 3 wishes? Dende, you made it 2 wishes. Piccolo told you to make it 2 wishes. What the hell do you remember? Remember, Piccolo, when I made it 3 wishes? What the hell are you talking about? You made it 2 wishes.
What about wishes? Can you make it grant 3 just like on Namek?
Sure.
What about its power? This isn't Namek, and with 3 wishes, the dragon might be weakened.
Well, all I have to do is rechannel some of its energy into its wishing power. But that way it can only grant 2 wishes each time.
Good enough. Make the dragon like that.
You guys remember in the Broly movie where it was only 1? When the fuck did it become 3? They didn't even show a fucking flashback. Okay, maybe something happened between that time and now where they fucked around and made it 3 wishes or some shit. I don't fucking know. They didn't show anything. When the fuck did it become 3 wishes? That was the Namekian Dragon Balls. What the fuck? Like, do you guys understand how bad this movie is? Even when you take out Dragon Ball Z, the last movie they made, the dragon only granted 1 wish. I'll put up the picture. Look at this shit. This is from the Broly movie. Shenron said, I grant you 1 wish. Or some shit like that. Now he grants 3 wishes. When the fuck did that happen? And if that was the case that you can upgrade the dragon to how many ever wishes you wanted, why stop at 3? Why haven't you been did this? Nobody questions this shit. Nobody gives a fuck. The fans, they enjoy it anyway. But this is why this shit isn't even canon. But it's not even canon in its own fucking universe. Because it makes no fucking sense. And I still gotta get through the rest of this fucking review. So after Piccolo makes his wish to unlock his full potential or whatever, Bulma used the rest of the 2 wishes literally to get a fucking BBL to look like fucking Kim Kardashian. This is who Bulma's fucking character was reduced to. The great fucking scientist who built a fucking time machine so Trunks could come back in time. The fucking same person who made the Dragon Radar wants to get her butt bigger to become a fucking Instagram model. A married woman with 2 children cares about how her fucking body looks. So after all this, Piccolo somehow manages to sneak back into the Red Ribbon Army base. I don't know how. He just gets in there. Anybody can get in there. So after he gets in there, they come up with a plan to kidnap Pan and to make Gohan come to them. And as Piccolo volunteers to go and pick up Pan, he is accompanied by another goon or whatever. And they go off and they go and get Pan. Pan is at her preschool waiting on Videl to pick her up. You know what else? I also wrote down that the writers was treating Pan like she's older than Goten and Trunks. You got Piccolo over here telling this little girl, 3.5 years old, telling her the whole story and the whole plot about what's going on and the whole plan and what they're going to do, how he's going to use her as a hostage. All Pan needs to know is that she needs to sit down and listen to you. But no, he's treating her like she's a fucking Z fighter or some shit, telling her everything. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like she's supposed to understand what Gohan's true potential is. So we get to the point to where Gohan shows up. He see the video of Pan and he shows up angry as fuck. And he begins a fight with Gamma 1 or 2. I didn't pay attention. They look the fucking same. They just got numbers on their fucking chest. So I don't give a fuck which one it was. And they fight. He goes Super Saiyan, right? Then the motherfucker throws off his fucking glasses after he turns Super Saiyan. I don't know if this movie was making a joke that, hey, he can see better in Super Saiyan, which I don't even know why Gohan's eyesight has even become a fucking problem for him. He's a Saiyan. He's not even human. He's half human, but he's half alien. Jesus Christ. And why the fuck does the fucking androids have guns? Shit. I forgot to write this down, but I just remember this off the top of my head. These androids have like a battery life. One of the androids was saying to Gohan that he has like 80-something% battery life left or something like that. So I'm like, wait a minute. Do these guys plug themselves into an outlet overnight to be ready to go in the morning? How does this even work? I don't know. Like, I just feel like this movie, and this is just my opinion, but I feel like this movie tried to make Dr. Hito, fat ass, whatever his name is. It seemed like they tried to make this guy smarter than Dr. Gero. And what I mean by that is that he made androids who actually fucking listened to him. Unlike Gero, not only did he make androids who were smarter than his, these androids are also on God level. I don't know how the fuck these guys are as strong as Super Saiyan God. Actually, you know what? Piccolo said that they're stronger than Super Saiyan God. How? I don't fucking know. I don't know. But yeah, it just seems like they want to make this guy look like he's smarter than Gero. But at the same time, he's also dumber because why the fuck do these guys have energy or battery life or whatever? You couldn't find a way to make these guys have Kai in them or something like that? Like, I'm confused, bro. I really don't know. They can fly and everything, but they can't shoot ki blast and energy blasts. They got to use guns. Like, what the fuck is this? If you can put it in their guns, why can't you put it in their fucking hands? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know, man. Listen, you Dragon Ball super fans, you tell me. You guys know better than I do, apparently. You guys are smarter than me. So Gohan ends up getting even more serious, and then he transformed into Ultimate Gohan, which I didn't even know that was a fucking transformation. But apparently he gets electricity around himself now. I thought that was just his base form. You know, I thought that that's just what he was just always going to be in for now. That was his potential unlocked. That's just as strong as he was ever. I don't fucking know, man. This movie is just goddamn dumb. So we get to the point to where Gohan and Piccolo are both fighting these androids, and Piccolo tells one of the androids that we're not the bad guys, they were lying to you, and he just says, you know what? I believe you. Why he just believes Piccolo all of a sudden, I don't fucking know. He didn't really see anything to actually believe him. You gotta remember, these androids don't have human brains. These are fucking robots. So they should only know what they're programmed to know. But apparently these guys are capable of learning like anybody else. So the androids just believe any fucking thing. You could probably tell them their dick is small and they probably will cry. You fanboys are just like these androids. Y'all believe this movie is good. Yeah, okay. This movie's fucking garbage. So now that these guys all realize that they've been lied to, the commander runs off and he's going to go and release his new monster, Cell Max. He is being pursued by Dr. Wannabe Jiro's grandson to stop him from doing that, but he ultimately fails. But while that's going on outside of the building, Bulma arrives and she says she'd gather all the strongest fighters she could. And that's Goten, Trunks, Android 18, and Krillin. And in my head, I'm going, where the fuck is Tien? Where the fuck is Master Roshi? Where the fuck is Android 17? Now remember, I'm talking about the guys who have been in the Tournament of Power, who they thought were stronger than these other characters. Why haven't you got those guys back? It didn't make any sense to me. Now back in the fucking laboratory, right? The commander is releasing Cell Max. And to me, I'm going, how the fuck does this guy know how to do this? He's not the scientist of this machine. If that's the case, what the fuck did you need a scientist for? If you understand what all these fucking buttons do, you could have did it your fucking self. But Cell Max is released and the climax begins. So during this portion of the film, everybody engages with Cell Max. They all fight. And like I said before, Goten and Trunks have a little bit of action. And then they decide to go fusion. Why didn't they try to go Super Saiyan first? I don't know. Not only did they didn't go Super Saiyan, but Gohan decided to go Super Saiyan again. Now, this movie treats Ultimate Gohan like it's a new form. So think of it like this. Imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan God instead of Super Saiyan Blue. That's kind of like what Gohan did here. He had a Sensu Bean, but he dropped it because the whole glasses thing. It was supposed to be fucking funny. I mean, it might have been funny to you guys, but it wasn't funny to me because I'm like, when are you guys going to get fucking serious? This movie never gets serious at all. But yeah, Gohan goes Super Saiyan and they all fight Cell Max. Piccolo ends up firing a blast right at Cell Max's head, which is his weak spot. And I said, okay, Gotenks, the fat Gotenks, the Gotenks who couldn't do anything in Dragon Ball Z, who wouldn't even fucking move. He gets knocked up in the air, gets knocked around by everybody, and headbutts Cell Max right on the top of the head and cracks it. And I wrote in my notes, a headbutt is now stronger than an energy blast. So everybody gets knocked the fuck around again, right? So one of the androids launched a full attack, I guess one of his most powerful moves, and he launched it right at Cell Max's head. I think it was his head or his arm, something. I'm not even sure, bro. It's so unclear. I wasn't even sure. But it failed miserably, and he is now about to get stepped on by Cell. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and say this now. This is BioCell. He's now about to get stepped on by BioCell. And Piccolo gets so emotional and he runs over there and changes back into his orange form again and charges over there and catches Cell Max's foot. The other android gets the android that's laying on the ground out the way and he moves him. And Krillin comes over by Piccolo and tells him to grow big like he did in Dragon Ball versus Goku. And I said to myself, what a fucking mockery of Piccolo this is. Piccolo doesn't even know his body better than Krillin does. That's a fucking shame that Krillin knows you better than you know yourself. All I can do is shake my head at this movie. Piccolo grows big. He goes back and forth with BioCell, and he's also talking to Gohan about his potential. This is the same thing that happened in Dragon Ball Z, but it was Goku that was talking to Gohan about his potential. They tried to copy Z, and they did this shit so fucking poorly, but in Dragon Ball Z, there was a flashback of Gohan actually going Super Saiyan 2, and Goku actually knowing that there's something inside of him. Piccolo, in this movie, Piccolo just assumes that there's something there. Why does he assume that? We don't fucking know. We don't see anything that's inside of Gohan to make us as the viewer see what Piccolo saw. He just assumed that Gohan hasn't reached his full potential yet. It was just fucking stupid. He already unlocked his full potential in the Buu Saga. This was already unlocked. There's nothing else inside of Gohan. Everything came out. This is the worst way to explain this shit. They would have been better off just saying this is a new form of Super Saiyan. Then Piccolo ends up dying. Gohan sees it. Gohan transforms into his new ultimate form, I guess you can say. What we know now to be called Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan. This shit is so fucking stupid. And at this moment, honestly, when I first watched this movie like last month, when I streamed it illegally, I actually thought Piccolo died. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit upset, but then something happened. Piccolo stretches his arm out and wraps Biocell up. And I say, you know what? Fuck it. Why should I even fucking care anymore? I didn't even give a fuck. Only thing I could think at this moment is, of course he's not fucking dead. Now, yes, this is my subjective views, and I'm not saying that the movie sucks because he didn't die. That's not what I'm saying at all. It meant something to me when I thought he did die, but then they took it away from me, and it didn't mean anything to me anymore. Now, that's to me. So he wraps Biocell up, and he is now telling Gohan what to do, right? He's telling Gohan what to do. And this has been something that he's been doing throughout this fight, telling Gohan what to do. And all I could think about is going back to the Tournament of Power when Gohan was named the captain of Universe 7. Why the fuck is the captain, somebody who's supposed to be as smart as Gohan, being told what the fuck to do? Gohan should have been the one coming up with the fucking plans like he was in the Tournament of Power. He should have said, hey, Goten and Trunks, do you guys know how to use fusion? No, we cannot afford you guys to mess this shit up because it takes 30 minutes for you guys to unfuse. So if you haven't done it in a long time, we can't do this shit now. Transform to your most powerful state, and you guys shoot blasts from afar whenever we need you to come in or whatever. Something, this guy should have been a fucking general. Then I would have actually respected this Gohan a little bit more. How can you tell me this movie actually made Gohan shine when it reduced his fucking role? And understand that this is not even from Dragon Ball Z, this is from Dragon Ball Super. He was a captain of Universe 7, telling people what the fuck to do. And now he's being told what to fucking do. Do you not see how that reduces his character? Why the fuck do I gotta keep explaining this shit to you guys? And I know what the fuck you guys are going to say. And this is not a subjective opinion. That is the fucking truth. He was the fucking captain. He was the fucking leader. He was telling people what to do. Now he's being told what to do. That is reducing his character. It's not making him shine. Just because you get a power up and you now become stronger than everybody doesn't mean you become a better character. And it doesn't mean that you shine. You look dumb as hell. This movie spit in Gohan's face. And it spit in every character's face. So Gohan is told by Piccolo to finish Cell off. And he does that with a special beam cannon. And that is the end of Biocell. And I was happy because I knew this movie was almost over at this point. Biocell has a bomb in him, which I don't even understand why the fuck he has a bomb in him. They didn't explain it. I guess they just did it because the old Cell had a bomb in him. Nothing in this movie was really explained. I'm just going to assume that it's because of nostalgia purposes. The other Cell blew up, so this Cell has to blow up too. And it goes along with the whole weak spot on Biocell's head. I don't understand why that's there. It's not a real weak spot because nobody can fucking touch him. They tried. They're like, hey, everybody, his weak spot is his head. And everybody shooting blasts at him and it's not even fucking working. Piccolo comes up behind him, shoots an energy blast at his head, and it doesn't do anything. How the fuck is this a weak spot? It makes no fucking sense. It wasn't... Drop my fucking phone, but it wasn't a real fucking weak spot. But it took a fucking headbutt to crack this shit. Man, get the fuck out of here. And I'm supposed to take this movie fucking serious. So after Biocell blows up, Bulma shows up and sees... I think she saw one of the androids and she just assumes that everybody's okay. Like, how the fuck do you know that everybody's okay because you see one person? They didn't sit here and make sure everybody was okay first. They all laughing. Oh, everybody's okay. Glad to see everybody's okay. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Go check to see if you haven't even seen everybody yet. What the fuck you mean everybody's okay? You saw one person and now everybody, man, shut the fuck up and go look for everybody, bitch. But after that, just a bunch of laughs and giggles, and Gohan and Piccolo changes back to their normal forms. But then Piccolo asks Gohan what was that move that he used at the end. And he told him it was the special beam cannon. And he asked him, when did he learn to do that? Gohan says that he was practicing. Mind you, this fucking movie was about Gohan not doing anything. But he was practicing the whole fucking time? You guys think this movie was real good, huh? I'm 21 years old. I don't smoke. I don't drink. But you guys are about to make me fucking drink. You about to make me start smoking cigarettes. All right? You guys thought this movie was so fucking good? Let me finish this review, man. So one of the Gammas, whatever his fucking name is, one or two, I don't fucking know, turned to dust. And I looked to my brother and I said, when have robots ever turned to fucking dust? Where the fuck did this idea to do this come from? This is a fucking android, a fucking robot, and he turned to dust. He faded a fucking way. That's all I really want to talk about. Overall, let me say this. If you guys want to know which one I think is worse out of this movie and the Broly movie, I will still say the Broly movie. And the reason why I will still say the Broly movie is because I found that movie even more insulting with the addition of Dragon Ball Minus and the whole One Wish and, you know, the whole Goku saying he's call him Kakarot and all that stupid shit. The whole plot of that movie was Frieza wanted to make a wish to get 4 centimeters taller. That was the plot of that fucking movie. That was terrible. I would rather believe that the Red Ribbon Army is still around than believe that Frieza wants to get 4 centimeters taller. So yes, I would still say this movie is better than the fucking Broly movie. I would give this movie a 2 out of fucking 10. I would not recommend it to real Dragon Ball Z fans. It's insulting to your fucking intelligence. Everything you know about Dragon Ball Z, this movie goes against it. You can't find enjoyment in it. Even if you just like fights, if that's what you come to Dragon Ball for, then yeah, you might enjoy this. They got a bunch of bright lights and a bunch of fucking fights that you can enjoy. It's just a bunch of nostalgia thrown together to make you guys happy. They even show Yajirobe in this movie. It was nothing overall really good about this movie. From what they did to Goku and Vegeta to even what they did to fucking Beerus. This is the fucking god of destruction. Shenron granting stupid ass wishes like that. Dende upgrading the fucking dragon. Like that's ever been a fucking thing in Dragon Ball. Bulma wanting to be a fucking Instagram model. This shit was downright terrible. Listen, these are not my opinions. These are just straight fucking facts. This movie was bad. All of Dragon Ball Super and his movies are just bad. And if you like it, it's because you like everything Dragon Ball Super. If any of you guys can come into the comment section and explain to me how this fucking movie was good. What is good about this movie? If you can say the fights, then you still proving my point. Because if the fights are only thing that's good, then this movie is still bad. Because if you say the story was good, explain to me how the fuck does this story even make sense? Where the fuck does the Red Ribbon Army come from? Explain that. Dr. Gero laboratory was destroyed. Where the fuck did all his information come from? What was the whole point of the Red Ribbon Army even coming back? What were they trying to do? Because everything he was telling this guy was a lie. So what was his goals? I don't know. And maybe I missed that. But explain to me, what the fuck was these guys' point? What did he want? Was he going to use Cell Max to fucking get strong? Like, to take over the world? To rule the world? What the fuck did he want? I don't know. He just has them just because he wants to. Bro, I can't even explain this shit, man. I'm lost for words. It shit makes me lose fucking brain cells trying to explain this fucking movie. And I know the fanboys, they're doing it in my last video. They're going to come to this video and say, this movie's good. You're just crying about it. But they're not going to say why this movie was fucking good. They're not going to explain how the story made sense and how it was good. They can't do it. Now the end credit scene is Goku and Vegeta fighting. Now the end credit scene is Goku and Vegeta throwing their last few punches and Vegeta beats Goku. And guess what? This win by Vegeta is as meaningless as the one in the Buu Saga. You know why? Because they're not even at full strength. They were sparring. This is practice. It meant nothing. Why are you celebrating a practice win? Goku's not even at full strength. Vegeta's pride, his goal was never to just beat Goku. It was also to be stronger than him. He's still not stronger than him. And you only beat him because he got exhausted. But if he was at full strength, he would have whooped your fucking ass. So there's nothing to be happy about. And how the fuck does Broly even know about this fucking feud? Why the fuck are they over here crying? They don't know about this shit that's been going on since the Sand Saga. What the fuck is going on? I don't fucking know, man. I concede. You guys fucking have it. You guys think this is a great fucking movie. All right, believe what the fuck you want.